On Crimewatch tonight, love scams that target single women and Indonesian lottery scams.
Hi, welcome to Crimewatch. I'm ASP Jessica Ang. Scams. Many are still falling victims to scams. And with the internet becoming more and more readily accessible today, online scams are also becoming increasingly common ploys used by criminals. In particular, there's an increase in the number of internet love scams. In the first 10 months of the year, there were 12 cases reported, an increase compared to 11 for 2009 and 7 for 2008. Mary Tan, not her real name, was one victim. She was cheated of $200,000. Despite the painful experience and memories, Mary agreed to share her story on Crimewatch. Her wish in doing so is to let others learn from what she had gone through.
Mary Tan was fast approaching 40. For years, she'd been looking for her Mr. Right. She decided to register herself in a popular international online dating site. The site promised scientifically tested personality tests that would help her find the love of her life. Mary received several responses to her postings. There was even a man who blatantly asked for money. She sensed that it was a scam and immediately struck him off her list. Eventually, someone by the name of James Peter White caught her attention.
Hey Mary, I'm James. We seem to have a lot in common. I'd like to get to know you better.
Nice to hear from you. What do you do?
I'm an American diplomat stationed in London. I'm single with a very understanding teenage daughter.
What began as a simple introduction soon developed and grew over the months into a very special relationship for Mary. The couple began exchanging personal emails and phone numbers.
Me? Yeah, sometimes I play golf. Nah, but I'm not really good at it.
Well, I'm actually pretty good at it. I'll teach you.
Mary believed the relationship had progressed beyond friendship. It had blossomed in her mind into romance.
Irene, you know what?
Yes.
I found him, Mr. Right.
Really?
I met him through the dating site.
Okay.
He's an American staying in London.
Are you sure? This Westerner never want to settle down, no?
No, that's not true. In fact, we discuss about visiting each other. We talk every day and we have so much in common. Hi.
Hey, sweetie, how you doing?
Good.
About a year after they first met online, James made his move.
My friend wants me to help him in some property business in Singapore. And I told him my girlfriend is in Singapore and she can ensure the funds are transferred properly before starting the investment.
So how do you want me to help?
My friend has £5 million in a trust fund. So I was wondering if you could open an account in your name in the UK. So my friend can transfer the funds into your account. Then you can transfer the funds from your account to Singapore.
Why can't your friend just transfer the money into your account?
It's held in some trust account, and it has to be transferred outside the country.
It's not some illegal money, right?
Mary, I'm an American diplomat living in London. I mean, if I'm caught with illegal money, it's the end of my career. Besides, once the money is in Singapore, I'll have to come over and get it, right? I need you to help me find out which area of Singapore is good for property investment.
James, it's a lot of money. Give me some time to think about it.
Of course, sweetheart, of course. I love you.
Mary was not very comfortable and pondered the request for some time, asking James a barrage of questions before she finally agreed to help.
Hello?
Hi, darling, how are you?
Hi, James.
So, have you decided if you're going to help me?
It cost me a lot of money.
I think there's just a small cost to transfer the money, but it's not that much at all.
Okay, James, I'll do it.
Oh, that is great.
I'll get the bank officer of the great
Wales Trust Bank to get in touch with you. Her name is Mrs. Sarah Woolwine.
Dear Mary Tan, a setup fee of £600 is required. You can send the money using Western Union using the name and identification given below.
Although it was peculiar that the Great Wales Trust Bank had asked Mary to transfer the £600 through Western Union instead of directly to the bank, Mary did as she was told. A few days later, she got an email with her account number and a PIN.
Hi, James. Okay, my account is up.
Oh, great. Okay, send me the bank account number and I'll get my friend to transfer the $5 million as soon as possible.
Okay, will do.
2 days later, James contacted Mary and informed her that the £5 million had been transferred.
All right, let me check if the money is in.
James told Mary all she had to do was transfer the £5 million to her Singapore account. But she couldn't. She was asked to contact Sarah from the bank for assistance.
Dear Mary, please note that in order to transfer your funds, a cost of transfer security code is required. The fee for this code is £12,600.
Hi, James. Now, I got this email from Sarah, and it says that I have to pay for this transfer security code. It's £12,600.
We need to pay this to get this money transferred.
Why can't we just deduct it from the trust fund? I do not have so much money.
No, we can't. That's why it's a trust fund. It can't be touched till it's successfully transferred out of the trust
Mary
account.
was reluctant to transfer the money. But James managed to convince her that once the payment was made, the money would be transferred. Mary finally decided to do as James told her to. Again, Sarah from the Great Wales Trust Bank told her to transfer the money through Western Union.
Mary, there is a £2,000 limit per person through Western Union, so I'm going to have to give you 8 names to send to. These 8 people are employees from the bank's account department.
Mary did as she was told. She withdrew money from her fixed deposit account and transferred the £12,600 to 8 different people through Western Union. Mary was then sent another security code, which she duly entered.
What's going on?
Frustrated and angry, Mary emailed Sarah. And the reply?
I'm sorry, Mary, but you will require a non-residential tax code since you're a non-resident in the UK. Cost of this code is £28,900.
Another code? Why so many codes?
Hello?
James, what is going on? Okay, first there's this transfer tax code, now there's this non-residential code. I'm not going to pay any more money to the bank.
I know. This tax was imposed by another department of the bank, the foreign department.
Let me see if I can raise the money on my end and pay for it.
Okay.
I sold my car, Mary, £9,000. They need another £28,900. In fact, I already bought a plane ticket to Singapore, Mary, to come and see you. I can't wait to meet you in person.
Hi. I don't think you should come yet. The money hasn't been transferred. I'll see if I can raise the rest.
Mary believed James and she transferred over the balance amount of £19,900. And then, somewhat nervously, she waited.
Not again!
Mary emailed Sarah again.
Sorry, Mary, but there is another fee required, the currency transaction tax.
I am fed up with these taxes and codes myself, Mary. Trust me. I assure you it will work, Mary. Trust me.
Once the $5 million is transferred, I will pay you more than you paid. This will...
After thinking it through, Mary relented and sent the £17,910, and as usual, she received another code.
Yes, finally! James, the money's through.
Ah, wonderful.
Okay, I'll let you know once I see the money in my Singapore account. I think that should happen tomorrow.
Fantastic. I can't wait to see you.
Yeah, I can't wait to see you too.
After the break, a shocking truth awaits Mary. After paying £51,010 in various fees, Mary finally received a message saying the £5 million had been transferred to her Singapore account. However, the money didn't show up in her account the next day, nor the day after. Mary decided to check with Sarah.
I'm sorry, but this is beyond our bank here. This is a Singapore problem. The Monetary Authority of Singapore requires you to pay a security deposit.
What? Pay again?
I'm sorry, but this is a bank requirement from their Singapore MAS, not from London.
How much is this deposit?
£79,000.
What? So much? Why so much?
I can't help you there. This is a Singapore banking requirement.
As it was a weekend, Mary couldn't check with the MAS to see if she indeed had to pay such a security deposit. In the meanwhile, James caught hold of her.
Mary, I managed to borrow £21,000 from a local loan shark, and my lawyer lent me another £20,000. But I'm still short about £38,000. Can you help me with the other $38,000?
James, please tell me the truth. This is not a scam, right?
How can you not trust me? Don't you love me?
I really care about you, and I've done so much for you.
I'm hurt, Mary. How can you even believe that I'm lying to you?
By now, Mary had exhausted all her financial resources. She decided to approach a few of her friends for money. Mary managed to borrow £38,000. But upon receipt of this, Sarah asked for another £12,300 for a transfer certificate. By this time, Mary became obsessed with paying the money as she felt that was the only way she could get her money back.
Listen, Mary, this guy is cheating you. I'm not going to lend you any more money.
You don't understand. Why is everyone saying this? Then what should I do?
After talking it through with her friend, Mary decided to do some checks, something she realized she should have done at the beginning. She called the main bank, the Bank of Clydesdale, of which the Great Wales Trust Bank was said to be a branch.
Hello, is this the Bank of Clydesdale? Yes, I'd like to inquire about this Mrs. Sarah Woolwine. I've been sending her money through the transfers the past few weeks.
We've had several calls about the same thing, and we advise you not to make any money transfers, as it is most likely to be a scam.
Thank you.
About a month after she opened her UK account, Mary Tan filed a police report. The police report was subsequently handed over to the Ang Mo Kio Police Division for investigation.
We have managed to trace all the IP addresses made from the emails and the correspondences between you and the subject. It's actually from Nigeria, not London as you had claimed before.
Nigeria?
That's right, from Nigeria.
No, it can't be.
I'm afraid so, yeah.
James is living in London. What about this Sarah from the bank?
Even Sarah herself, she's together with the rest of them, they're all from Nigeria, which means to say that this entire thing is a scam.
Scam?
That's right. The police will liaise with the Nigerian authorities through Interpol and forward all information to them for their follow-up investigation.
It was one of those often reported Nigerian scams, but in another form. Mary lost more than £97,000, or about 200,000 Singapore dollars, all just over 3 weeks. Her American boyfriend was from Nigeria, although he had claimed to be living in the UK. It was a romance turned nightmare. Mary is currently holding 2 jobs as she is determined to pay back every cent she had borrowed from her friends.
We would like to advise internet users to adopt the following preventive measures. Exercise caution when dealing with unknown persons befriended through the internet. For example, never put yourself in a vulnerable position or give out personal details about yourself when interacting with other internet users. Do not remit, transfer, or give any money to unknown persons, and inform the police immediately if anyone attempts to blackmail or threaten you.
After the break, yet another common scam to watch out for.
The internet is not the only avenue that criminals use to prey on potential victims. Our following case tells of an increasingly rampant lottery scam that entices victims through text messages on mobile phones.
It was 2 a.m. Rashima had just gotten home from work when she received a text message. It was from an Indonesian number. Believing that she had struck a windfall, Rashima immediately called the number in the text message as instructed.
Hello?
Hello. Saya baru terima SMS yang saya menang.
Oh ya, benar sekali. Tanya. Saya Abdul Rahman. Seperti yang kami maklumkan di SMS itu, Anda terpilih sebagai pemenang SIM card. Dan hadiahnya $10,000 Singapura.
Jadi apa yang harus saya lakukan sekarang ni?
Okey. Oleh kerana Anda pemenang kami, Anda juga berpeluang memenangi hadiah lumayan dari kami. Sebuah kereta Mercedes-Benz.
Ya ke? Jadi apa yang harus saya lakukan?
Mudah sekali. Puan pergi sembarang kedai Singtel, beli 5 kad simpati Indonesia dan beri kami PIN namanya.
Nanti sekejap
Rashima was also given another Indonesian phone number. She was to get in touch with a person known as Haji M. Noor after she had bought the said prepaid mobile SIM cards.
Okay, thank you very much.
Convinced that she stood a chance in winning the grand prize, Rashima called Haji M. Noor as soon as she had the PIN numbers.
Hello?
Halo?
Ni Haji Noor ya?
Ya, kamu siapa?
Oh, saya Rashima. Abdul Rahman suruh saya telefon selepas saya beli kad simpati tu.
Unfortunately, Rashima didn't suspect the PIN numbers from the SIM cards were only part of a ploy to cheat her of her money.
Puan Rashima, awak memang wanita yang amat bertuah. Nombor SIM card yang terakhir itulah nombor bertuah. Nombor andalan. Tanya, Anda telah memenangi hadiah pertama kami. 1 kereta Mercedes-Benz.
Betul ke? Macam saya tak percayalah. Saya dah menang 1 kereta. Tapi kan, saya tak ada lesen memandu lah.
Tapi kalau nggak ada lesen mandu pun, usah bimbang. Bisa beres. Nggak ada masalah. Kami bisa tukarkan hadiah itu pada wang tunai juga.
Tapi agak-agaknya dalam jumlah wang tunainya berapa?
Hadiah wang Anda jumlahnya $70,000 Singapura. Puan Rashima, kami perlu...
Besides providing them with her bank account information, Rashima was also asked to pay a transfer fee of 550 Singapore dollars to have her prize money transferred to her bank account. Rashima unsuspectingly did as she was told.
Hello, Pak Haji. Saya baru buat wang pemindahan $500 tu. Jadi bila saya boleh dapat wang hadiah tu ya?
Maaf ya Puan Rashima. Saya nggak beritahu Puan tadi. Yang Puan perlu bayar processing fee sebanyak $1,000. Jurus setelah membayarnya, Puan boleh dapatkan wang itu dengan segera.
Oh, $1,000? Tu banyak tu.
Tidak perlu bimbang. Selepas bayar processing fee itu, Puan akan terima wang hadiah itu dengan cepat sekali.
Okey, jadi saya harus hantarkan lagi $1,000 ya?
Ya, Puan.
Rashima was given another name and account number for the remittance of the $1,000. That wasn't the end. Very soon, Rashima was asked to remit another $700 to speed up the transfer of her prize money.
Tapi saya kan dah bayar $1,550. Kalau awak suruh saya bayar lagi $700, saya tak mampulah. Tapi saya masih boleh dapatkan hadiah tu tak?
Sudah pasti, Puan. Tapi itu mungkin akan makan masa yang lebih panjang, Puan.
Tapi itu bukan apa yang awak janjikan tadi pagi tau. Saya tak tahulah. Boleh tak saya fikirkan dulu dan saya telefon awak balik?
Yeah.
This time, however, Rashima did not remit the money. But she kept receiving calls asking her to send the money. It finally dawned upon her that she was a victim of a lottery scam. Rashima filed a police report.
I want to make a police report. I think I've been cheated.
Rashima is not the only victim who has fallen prey to such lottery scams. Over the first 10 months of this year, victims lost a total of 3.2 million in lottery scams, an increase from 2.6 for 2009. To avoid falling prey to such scams, ignore notifications of a win in a lottery or lucky draw if you have not purchased any lottery ticket or participated in any lucky draw. Do not make any advance payment to claim any prize money. Winning a lucky draw or lottery does not require you to make any advance payment. Do not entertain such SMSs and calls. Be wary of get-rich-quick offers. If an offer sounds too good to be true, it's probably a scam. Scams come in various forms and the modus operandi change over time. Besides cyber and lottery scams, kidnap and impersonation scams are also common. For more information on preventive measures against the various scams, do check out the following website. Anyone who has more information relating to these scams or encounters similar incidents may call the police hotline at 1-800-255-0000.
As we usher in the new year this holiday season, do keep in mind that this is also the time when the risk of becoming a victim of crime is higher. We would like to remind all viewers to remain vigilant and to adopt the following crime prevention measures. When you're out shopping or at crowded areas, never leave your valuables unattended, as these will be easy targets for thieves. Do not be distracted by strangers creating a commotion, bumping into you or accidentally spilling something onto you. Check your valuables immediately if this happens. Avoid carrying large amounts of cash with you. Avoid exposing cash, jewelry and valuables in public places, as this might attract unnecessary attention. Ensure that your bag is secured at all times. If you're carrying a handbag, cross-link it in front of you or clasp it firmly while you're walking. Remember, crime prevention is a shared responsibility. Do your part by staying vigilant and alert. This is Rebecca Lim wishing all of you happy holidays and a happy new year.
Low crime doesn't mean no crime. Let's gear up our crime prevention efforts this festive season. Well, we've come to the final episode of Crimewatch for this year. And to close, we have a special contest lined up with attractive dining vouchers. For more information, visit the NCPC website. Finally, if you have any feedback, drop us an email. This is ASP Jessica wishing you happy holidays and a happy new year.